forgot to mention, one trick that we do when we do these boxes is we actually finish them before we start them. Does that make sense? True, doesn't make sense. We take those sides, and now that we've got the inlay in, and I didn't really spend any segment of time on that. You know, it's super easy. Just get a line of glue in there and plop those hardboard strips right in, sink them down, push them down good. The glue's gonna ooze out. Well, we just take a wet rag, wipe it. You know, there's other tricks where a lot of people like to just let the glue bubble up on the surface and then let it kind of harden and scrape it off. You can do that. The kids love to sand. You put a sander in a student's hand and they are happy for the whole day. So we wipe that stuff off with a wet rag, get it cleaned off as good as we can, and then the next day or so we throw a sander in their hand and just let them go to town. And they get them. It's so satisfying when you can rub your hand on a piece of wood and it kind of makes you smile. There's just a smoothness about it. It's like smoother than glass. Glass doesn't even make you this happy. So they get it really smooth, and then we're gonna bring it in here, put a little finish on it. I give them the choice of if they want to stain it. Usually the go-to is we use
What's that?
teak oil, and we go through this by the gallons around here because it's just a simple finish. It goes on, it penetrates. It just brings all the characters out in the wood, makes the wood beautiful. I mean, it gives it depth and it gives it all its natural colors and stuff. So kids and I really like to use it. Easy product to use. Not super toxic, but no, don't drink.
Ew, that's yucky.
So I'm gonna put some on real quick, show you what it looks like. This is the before product. We're gonna wipe this on. Easily do about one coat of this, and then what I turn around and do is offer the choice of maybe putting a coat of lacquer on there, because if we want it super shiny, we can put a high gloss lacquer on it, and about 2 coats, and they sand in between coats. Remember to do that. Always rub a little bit of that. You rub the finish out real quick after it's dry, get the rough spots off, and then hit it again real quick. You can do a medium, which is a semi-gloss. That's kind of the most favorite. And then we've got the satin finish, which is just a real low gloss, low sheen finish too. So I'm gonna put some on here real quick, and let's show you. I'll have you take a look at it and see what you think, and then we'll get after it. Okay. Why do you do the inside of your box first? Because you got to set it down. Why set it down on the good side to do the bad side or the not so fun side? Do the inside, because if you goof it up and get a little sticky stuff on there, you can sand it off, nobody's going to know. But if you do it on the outside, yeah, we're all looking at that. It's a goof. Okay, you ready? So here's what it looks like now. Pre-teak oil. Then oh, look how pretty. Wow! Just doing circles, rubbing it in. You don't need a whole lot. The oil is just going to penetrate into that wood, get into those fibers and wood grain, trick it into thinking it's always going to be wet. That's why it looks so awesome. I'm going to really squish it into that knot. antique oil on it after this soaks in, you know, about an hour. And then we do the lacquer. We do 2 coats of lacquer for the whole class in 1 class period because lacquer dries real fast. So we're gonna do that. And then they're ready to move on to the miters. This way, all that finish is on there. It's done. They cut it. They glue it together. There's no flaws in the finish because there's nowhere for their brushes to get hung up. There's no corners to kind of jab that stuff in. The staining is going to be super even. And you know, even if there's a little miter chip out or something like that, you can just go over that real quick with a toothpick or a brush or anything and polish that up. And their finishes turn out magnifique, if you know what I mean. Okay, this ends this segment on finishing the box, so go ahead and do that. You can finish your lid too if you already have your lid done. If you pre-did this whole series and you have your lid finished, go for it. And then you can get it all done at once. But we're gonna come back and finish the lids once we make them. So we'll see you soon on the next video of mitering the box.